Hey guys, it's Nick with Chestnut Hills Farmstead. We are back with another beautiful day today on the farm. High today is supposed to be in the mid-80s, sun shining, but we have got a lot to do. We've got a couple of errands to run this morning. We're going to take you along, and we've got some new additions coming. So stick around and let's see what we've got. First, we've got to run a few errands this morning, and with the farms being outside of town, I'm going to stop by and check on a part for my buddy Jason over at Cog Hill, saving my trip to Tractor Supply if I can find it for him, since we're going that way anyway.
An errand that we're running today for me is got us headed over to G&G Farms. Y'all know that building a bigger brooder surely would bring some new chicks to our farm.
So what I did was bring Isa Brown to Isa Brown, and they come out all kinds of things. Right. Yeah. Okay. So they come back to whatever original they used to be. Right. But then there's an Isa Brown mixed with Barred Rock, and they come out looking like Barred Rock. And I've really been trying, because I let them free range during the day.
There are some of those that are naked necks.
Yes. And I want a couple of them. You want some naked necks?
What are you wanting naked necks for, Zoe?
Because it's different.
Naked necks are the ugliest chickens ever.
Look at it right there.
Naked necks are the ugliest chickens ever.
There's Clover.
No, this is Nugget and Goldie's baby. Come and pet him. It's okay. Keep on petting him.
Does he like head scratches?
Lay down, Clover. Lay down and let him pet you.
I like his name because it matches his skin.
He's losing those baby feathers off of his head and neck.
Yeah.
Here, pet him like this right here and feel that. Feel that straw.
Oh, is he rough?
Yeah, he's like straw.
Look at her colors.
I'm gonna catch the black one.
Okay. Well, let me shoo him back this
Hold
way
on,
to
yeah.
the corner.
You don't move, okay?
Let me get
push
him
them over here. We don't want to scare the.
There you go, Rhett. You got him. You got him.
Hold on.
Somehow.
Yep, we got him. Well, okay, you gotta get it out and hand it to me.
Just grab him by the leg.
Can you reach him?
I'm scared
Here.
it's gonna
It
squish
ain't gonna get you.
Here, grab him by the leg. Grab him by two legs. There you go.
Alright. Hello.
Don't let him go.
The biggest chicken ever.
What do you
Okay.
think?
Unless you're from
You want a couple of more? Yes. So I'm gonna bless you with her because I love
Lord,
her.
Look, she's got big fonts.
that's just what you needed.
Can I get some more chicken?
So all the chicks that I hatched from HT Farms, they have fluffy feet. Stop that. Stop that.
Uh-oh.
Hello, everybody. Wait.
Hang on.
Don't move. Here.
You're going home with Rhett. And if you want me to, if we can't catch those naked necks before y'all leave, I'll catch them tonight and bring them to you tomorrow.
Here.
Chicken.
I'm gonna give it feed, I'm gonna give it water, and I'm gonna pet it.
That's your chicken?
You gotta figure out her name. You gotta figure out what you want to name her.
That'd be the best laying
Have you
chicken
named
you got.
him? Have you named?
I haven't named it.
Back over here with the brooder y'all saw Zoe and Mackenzie build. Added another board here just for Jack, and because he wants to peek over at the chickens. He needs to see everything. There's all the babies doing great over there.
Yeah.
We got some new additions coming into this section. They've added another board there too.
Because these could be a little more flighty.
Yeah, we don't want anybody flying out. But let's see what Zoe's got.
Okay, you want to show them? You want to get in there? Okay.
All right, let's see what all Zoe got from G&G to bring over here.
All right, get one. And show him each one. It's a barred rock.
I want to get my chicken.
Okay. Now we're not sure yet which ones are hens and which one. Hold on, let's get to it, okay? Which ones are hens and which ones are roosters just yet. I'm pretty certain this one's gonna be a hen because its comb is very short.
Can I get my chicken?
All right, here.
That one's tiny.
Yeah, there's different ages for sure. I really like this one. I really like the colors on this one. Show Daddy.
This one is cool.
Here it.
That
Show
one
Daddy, that one's yours.
There's Rhett's chicken.
No, this is not my chicken. This has a white neck.
Okay, then that one's
This
mine.
the other one.
That one.
Okay, get it. That one's got a white neck too.
Well, I can have the little one.
Okay.
These are.
Can you get it?
If you pull it up,
There we go.
I like this one.
All right.
Alright. All the layers are now over here. And that side now
Our meat bird.
is just the meat birds.
And meat birds are a little dirtier to take care of. That's just something
Yeah.
that they're known for. The laying hens and your egg chickens are typically cleaner.
Well, a couple of these are a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
So it's going to be time to go ahead and get them a coop and get them out on grass anyway. So that's probably the next project is getting our coop built. Everybody's happy as they can be. Clean water. Some of them decide to lay on the feed. Everybody's good. We've got one over there that decided to fly over, but we're just going to leave that for now. We may set this other side up for the bigger chickens just until we get a coop built, but we got to get some lights in there, not necessarily heat lamps, just some light, so that we can make sure we leave the barn doors open for ventilation. But we do have it closed off where they can't anything get in there to them. All right, off to the rest of the farm to feed. And we got some stuff to talk about.
Yep, and you didn't know what she's getting into letting me start building projects, and now look where we at in 2 days.
Good, start building a coop this week.
Okay.
Looks like they found a nice shady spot. Y'all enjoying that spot? Bruno likes him some shade.
Bruno likes that tree. He's liked it since we put them over here.
That's his favorite tree.
Time to feed, Farmer Rhett.
Yep.
Let's go see what everybody's up to. Hey, Gypsy. Hello, Gypsy. She's gonna bring you some food. Don't worry. Everybody's starving. They might have to eat all out of one. My goodness.
I think I can catch one.
Can you catch one? Catch one. Catch it. Catch it. You get it? Oh, goodness, look. Got her?
Yep.
Oh, say hi. She's snorting because she's eating. Oh, hey, Hanky. Look, show everybody Hank. Put the goat down. Put her down.
I'll put it back over here.
Okay, now get Hank. There's Hank. Look how big he's getting. Honey.
Hanky ball. Oh, honey.
Honey, come on.
Love.
Come on, honey.
She love.
There she is.
Hanky just smacked me in the leg.
Yeah.
He just went,
Can you pet on Honey?
huh?
Pet on Honey. There's Honey. She don't want none of that dancing nonsense. She just wants you to pet her. Hey, Honey.
Okay, I have to get something again.
You gonna pet?
I'm gonna have to feed them this.
You can feed her some. Oh, not the dogs. The dogs have dog food.
I'm gonna try to feed
Hey, Gypsy.
Oh, I found little goat.
Not too much longer, this water trailer. This is how we get water to everybody. Not too much longer. You'll have to stick around for that one. So, a little something I wanted to talk to y'all about is a couple of months ago, maybe a month ago, I'm not sure. I made a video and I was asking about views and things like that, things you like to see. And I just mentioned, just briefly, that we had considered taking a short break, not quitting anything. We just talked about the potential of taking a break to do some projects and kind of come back and reinvent the farm. And y'all, we're not going anywhere. We just mentioned that. It was just an idea, just kicked it around. And I got a lot of feedback about not doing that. Well, I'm not. But some of the bigger YouTubers out there have decided it's time to call it quits. And I know some of y'all have seen this. So the first one I saw was Luke with Outdoor Boys. And I remember watching a video early on where he was on a camping trip, and that was actually when I was introduced to the Walkers, because he was with Daniel Arms with Arms Family Homestead, and Houston was with them, and then the Walkers were camping with them, and they were all at this one park, and it was just a really cool video. They were fishing and camping and whatnot. And I started to follow some of Luke's videos with Outdoor Boys and some of his survival stuff, and it was just, it was just really neat. A lot of off-grid stuff and shelters and cooking and things like that. Well, he made the decision that it was just time to focus more on family and things like that, and I think he even said something about helping some other channels and stuff like that, but it was just time to step away. Well, what we talked about doing was not stepping away. It was just getting some things done and not worrying about videoing it. So that's where I want there to not be any confusion. But then only days later, Kevin and Sarah at Living Traditions said that they were quitting. And I haven't even seen that video. I saw Luke's, but I haven't even seen this video. Zoe told me about it, and I think theirs was kind of the same thing. They wanted some time to travel and just family time and things like that, where they just not dealing with the social media part. And I can understand every bit of that, because y'all know, with us working and having 3 kids and the kids always in activities, things like that, it's tough to fit it all into a day, and you're still trying to take care of the farm and get your projects done, and then you have to video and edit and get all that uploaded. It's that alone is a full-time job. And I know you've heard Jason at Cog Hill talk about he works harder now than he did when he had his job, because now he is full time with farming and social media. It's just, it adds a separate full time job on top of everything. So we have a solution to that.
Okay, we got the goats fed. Let's go feed the cows. You want to? Want to go feed the cows?
Yeah.
Let's go see if we can sneak up on them while they're under the tree. You see the cows laying down?
Be quiet.
Daddy showed them the cows laying down a while ago, but they still ain't moved. Let's go see if we can catch them taking their nap.
Be quiet.
Okay, we're being quiet.
I'm trying to be quiet. Guys, be quiet so we can sneak up on them.
That looks like a good little nap. Hey, boys and girls.
Is it on?
Look at that nap. If that don't look comfy, I don't know what is. On this beautiful July day. Ferdinand, you ready to eat? Huh? Come on, I'll meet you over there and we'll get you something to eat. Think?
Steadily gnawing on himself.
He's chewing his cud.
What's called?
I'll have to ask Daddy.
Mama's saying that the cows are chewing on their cud, but Mama doesn't know what their cud means. So I'm running up here to ask Daddy. And I'll catch y'all guys later when I'm up there. Bye. Let's go ask Daddy what cud means.
What are you doing with the camera?
Ma told me to ask you what.
Do you know where that camera's pointing?
At you.
Buddy, you have to look right there so you can see where the camera's pointing. Flip it around. And you hold it right there, now you can see where it's pointing. Alright, what do you want?
What does cud mean?
Oh, dear Jesus.
Ma told me to ask you what it means.
Red, you've got to watch where the camera's going. You about like your mama and Mackenzie with that camera. You don't have a clue what you're showing on video.
What does cud mean?
What does cud mean? Well, when cows eat, it goes into a stomach, and they have more than one stomach. You only have one stomach.
So they have two?
But they have more than one. They have like 4. And they will eat, and then what's in their stomach will come up and they'll chew it again and send it to another stomach.
Oh.
So it breaks down the grass and stuff that they eat.
Oh. Well, thanks, Daddy.
Man, it feels good in the shade. Don't misunderstand the fact that we truly enjoy the social media part of our farm. We really enjoy interacting with you guys. We did a live stream last night collaborating with Our Brown Farmhouse, and we had a blast. We just truly enjoy it. And getting to see people from all over the place, you know, have watched our kids grow up, and you know our animals and all that, and I wouldn't want to give that up. So here's what we plan to do. Zoe and I have talked about this extensively, and our channel, we never claimed to be just a farm channel. Now, yes, it's named after our farm, and that's the bulk of it. But as she put it, ours is more of a video scrapbook. And if we have boys playing ball, then that may be what's in the video. Or if we take the boys fishing, that's what it'll be. It may not be all farm animals all the time. And most of you are okay with that. I know a lot of people say, hey, I don't care much for the sports parts. I get that, and that's okay. But in order for us to balance doing social media with the farm and still be able to provide our kids with all their activities, that's basically what this is going to amount to. So, especially this week, Chance is in an all-star tournament all week. The end of June, he'll be at the state tournament. And we'll be in and out of the farm. And we're going to pick up everything that we're still doing at the farm. We're still going to video all that. But it's going to be just our family's activities. That's what we'll be doing. It's much like you see the Walkers doing. Daniel does a lot of that over at Orange Family. His is whatever his family's doing at the time, that's what you're going to see. Well, that's kind of where we're going to be with this, because we're not ready to give it up. It's just that season that we're in. You know, baseball's wrapping up, football's going to be starting, and that's just going to have to be where we're at with the channel. That's what we're going to have to do to get it all done. And I'm laying it out there ahead of time, because I don't want to be one of these channels that has to step away in order to have that family time, because that's important, and that balance is important. And the kids still have to be kids. They can't just be farm hands. And I apologize if we lose some people over that. I know that a lot of you came from channels that are strictly farming, and they don't show much else. You know, they may throw a little bit in here and there, but most of the time what you see them doing is on the farm, doing projects or feeding the animals. And I wish that we were in a position to be able to bring that to you. You know, if I was full-time on the farm during the day and just videoed all of that, and we had the kids' activities in the evenings, I believe we could pull that off. But that's not where we're at yet. Where we're at right now is having to balance it all. And I hope you guys understand that, because that's what we're going to have to do. And I think we've been through all this before, and we've talked about it before, but I think it's even more important now when you see that some people are having to step away in order to find that balance. They're just having to step away completely. And that's not what we want to do, just because we're still relatively new at it, and we have grown a pretty loyal group of viewers. And like I said, y'all know the kids. Y'all watch them grow up. Y'all have basically watched Rhett almost his entire life. And it's just part of them growing up. They're going to continue in these activities, and that's just, we're going to have to bring you along for that. And like I said, for those that just want the farming content, I apologize. I'll try to be as truthful as possible with video titles and things like that, so you kind of know what to expect. But there's probably going to be a good many sport clips thrown in the next few months, especially this week. And that's where we're headed tonight. Chance starts his pool play. They've been practicing at it for weeks, or a couple of weeks. These are kids that were all on different teams throughout the season. They've been put together into one team for the All-Stars. Let's see what these guys can pull off. And maybe you don't have to hear a whole lot of screaming from that old grumpy first base coach, because that's where I'm at.
Come on! Good job, Noah!
Hey, you're good. Let's go.
We're gonna pick him off. We like to pick him off. We don't want him to pass first. Good job, Ace!
Hey, hey, hey.